Hey, what's up, David? This is a quick demo video for you for your 7 chambers SKIG or Starkiller in-game. I installed this with a Proffie. You asked me to do something similar that I had done to Christopher Royals a long time ago, but you wanted it, of course, to be different. You didn't want a copy of that. So we went ahead and we made this a lot different. This has a Phil Guinness brass rod coming down, so I replaced the plain aluminum one with this machine one I got from Phil. You also have a Noah Drew holocron marble in here. This is on a stand that I machined out of aluminum. And then you can see this saber comes with a milled out slot right here. So what I did was I drilled 3 holes for some additional shine through. Now this crystal, or this marble has a 9 pixel accent underneath it. So it's lighting the marble. The colors can be off a little bit because the marble is a certain color. It's kind of a reddish. There's some purples in there. There's some grays and whites. I mean, it's a beautiful marble, but sometimes it can throw the color off a little bit, so you'll get just a little something different than what's going on in the rest of the saber. All right. Now, the grill section inside of this main crystal chamber, I designed that and printed it out of resin. Then I painted it. On the sides, you can kind of see in there, there's 2 brass rods that are running down per side. So 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, or the 2 on the left and right. Right behind the rod right here is a 26 pixel PCB. So that does a little something different when the saber's off, and then also when it's on as well. You know, you've got a Carl Chen PCB in here. This is his the V2 connector. This is your blade retention, this guy right here. So that's what we're going to use for blade retention. All right. To get to your chassis, what you want to do is come over here and unscrew the handle. You need to be careful with this. It's not going to break on you. It's just very tight. All right. I chose to do a clear resin chassis, something that I wanted to do for you a long time ago. I haven't done one of these in a long time, but in order to get everything in there that I wanted to put in, I had to make it very tight, right? So it almost doesn't want to fit in the handle. It does go, but it's tight. And then also something with these resin chassis is after I'm done cleaning them and prepping them for install, I like to shoot them with a shot of clear coat. So that adds just a little bit of diameter to them. All right. This is your chassis, clear resin. You've got an 11 pixel accent strip that you can see right here underneath it. You've got one more 11 pixel accent strip right here. Your Proffie board up here. So access to your SD card and your micro USB if you ever wanted to get to it. On the other side is a kill switch. All right, so your kill switch located right here. You do have a removable battery setup. And then you have also a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. It's a 2-button setup. So your front switch over here by your emitter, this tactile here, that's your power. Back here is your auxiliary. I did give you twist on and I gave you twist off as well. All right, so those are options for you. One thing you'll want to do to your battery, I won't be sending one because you're overseas. You'll want to first take the sticker off. All right, take the sticker off your battery. It helps the fitment. And then on every Keep Power battery, because you should be using a protected cell battery, if you look closely at it, you probably won't be able to tell here, but there is a metal strip underneath the wrap that runs from one side to the other. We want that just on the edge of the chassis, but not inside of it. All right. Oh, let me turn this off real quick. So when we put that in, I've got that metal strip running right along the edge of the chassis right here, but it's not inside of the chassis. All right. So we'll go ahead and turn this light off over here and flip our kill switch. Super bright for your chassis. That's one of the reasons I love doing this. It just lights the entire thing up. I got those 26 LEDs going up and down in unison, that just like you would ask me to do. See some extra shine through in these holes right here, and it's also lighting up the marble. So when the back pixels aren't in the way of the marble, you can actually see the holocron in there. And then everything's on a timer, so it will time out if you don't turn it on right away. All right. But when you turn it on, you got twist off, twist on, twist off. We're going to come over here and put our handle on. Like I said, just take your time, slide it on there. Once you get the handle slid off past the speaker, it's good to go. You just want to take your time and make sure you slide it on there gently. All right. We'll go ahead and screw this down. This handle has a couple threads, but it will lock the handlebars in the cross formation. Cross formation being where the bars right here line up with the control box. As you know, on Starkillers, there's two different variations of this. You can have, the cross with the bars like this, or you can have the X. So this particular setup is with the cross formation. All right, but then we'll come over here and hit power. Very good sounding speaker when everything is locked in place. We'll put a battery in this guy. You've got my sound font on here that Jesse over at Kyberphonic made me. You've got the depths from K-Sith. You got F1 Racer, I think. You got Orochi. I gave you a few, so you should have a good time with what's going on here. Orochi is the one that is fully white when it's on, and I'll show you that when we get to it. But to change sound fonts, hit auxiliary. To play your soundtrack, do a long press on the power when the Saber's off. This is one that you asked for. So it's a long press to turn that off as well. Then we'll go to the next sound font. Go ahead and hit power. This one's like a purple theme. This one should be Duel of the Fates. So a long press on the power to turn that on, and then another long press to turn it off.
Now this is pod racing.
Go to another one. Orochi. This is Orochi. So let me take the handle off and show you. When you turn this sound font on, everything goes to straight white. And that's what you had asked me for. All right, so we'll unscrew the handle, pop it off, turn it on. So everything is a straight white. Marble, back piece, chassis, blade. And then when we're done, we can just come over here and flip our kill switch. You can see the kill switch right through the chassis, and it kills everything just like it should. All right, and then we'll come over here, take our blade out. Very easy to do. And screw this back in for safekeeping, and then carefully, when you want to take the battery out from this positive side by the speaker, you should be able to do that with your finger, just like that. All right, but that is basically your 7 chambers SKIG. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will box this up and try to get it out in the mail to you by tomorrow. Thanks.